Hello, this is Digimon Pal, and welcome to a playthrough on PSN of the PlayStation game. Today, it's a very different game from the same people who brought us Disgaea, one of their early games, Cooking Fighter Hao. I will not understand any of this, but that's okay, because I'm here to take in this game that is Cooking Fighter Hao. No real reason why I'm doing this other than, like, I do want to get to the Disgaea games at one point, but I thought it'd be interesting to try to go, rather than go in chronological order with the Disgaea series, that I'm going to try to go back and play NIS's other games and try to go in release order. So, rather than starting with Rhapsody, a musical adventure, where the RPG elements start to form, we're gonna go. I wanted to go back to Cooking Fighter Hao, where you can really see the real beginning of Disgaea starts to happen. Like you'll get hints of it, and also there's a small cameo between two characters from this game in Disgaea, which really don't mean much, but hey. But this is Cooking Fighter Hao. It's mostly Japanese. There's some English sprinkled here, so you can understand what's going on. So we're gonna jump right into the story mode. Japanese. And this has voice acting. But as the playthrough goes on, I don't understand anything that's going on, but I think I understand traces of what's the story's about. Also, it might just be me, but I do get some hint of G Gundam going on throughout this game. Maybe that's just me being weird. Also, the artwork in this game is fantastic. But A over here is my second favorite character, while B over here is my first favorite character in this game. This dude here, you'll never face off with him in the game, but he is a playable character in versus mode. You can actually play with a buddy and go against each other, because unlike later games in NIS's catalog, this ain't really RPG. This is more like a party game. Well, not party game, but it's hard to say. What am I trying to say? Well, it's not RPG, but it's more. Well, I would say it's called Cooking Combat in terms of this game. But here we are introduced to our main character, Hao. who once again, I bring up the G Gundam comparisons. I don't know why, I just do.
Oi!
Kind of like G Gundam. G Gundam started out serious. And to me, anyway, it seemed like it started out serious. Then later on, it became its true thing, which is glorious.
何しましょうか。
ここに白い髪の女はいるか。
貴様、なぜ白い髪の女を探してる。貴様、さては安島王の手先だな。なんとか言ったらどうだ。
鶏の出汁に塩、
I am Hal.
胡椒、ごま油。
I use chopsticks.
隠し味に本通をひとたらしってとこか。なかなかいい味だ。お玉は人を殴る道具じゃない。引っ込めたらどうだ。
そう、こんな小さな村まで安島王の手が伸びてくるとは。
その態度を見れば一目瞭然。白い髪の女はいるんだな。
I'm sorry, I'm so engrossed into this video game.
あんたの奥さんが白い髪の女なのか。だが。
Oh, something is amiss.
小汚い店だな。
Enter our first bad guy.
なんだお前は。安島王様のご命令だ。
Now, funny enough, you actually can.
ユーファーをいただきに。
Their names are Japanese here, but if you go into Versus mode, their names is listed in English. So everybody does have their name if you happen to not be able to speak Japanese. Off the top of my head, I can't remember these two dudes right here. I just know how at the moment.
いや、そんなことはどうでもいい。妻はな。
But in Versus mode, everybody has their own. Well, some characters share same traits, but not all. Like I think it's 9. I want to say 9 characters you can play as, including Hal. And they're all 9 aren't like carbon copy, just different sprites. They do have their unique properties. Like 2 and 3 share the same properties, but it's not like all 9 characters are the exact same. Also, always hold your pinky up while holding a knife. It makes you look fancy. Also, I like how they're pulling some Mode 7 stuff, even though this is PlayStation. Also, the proportions on these artwork portraits is astounding. Hey, you two. Don't fight.
貴様、何をする。
お前らも料理人なら。
How dare you threaten that man and his ladle?
味まうならそう言うだろうぜ。
And that's no proper way to hold a knife.
俺ならいつでも相手になるが順番が違うんじゃないのか。
いいだろう。先にこの店の親父を血祭りにあげてやるぜ。
So this track is pretty jamming.
次は貴
You will know my disproportionate fist with this chicken. But before that, let's take an intermission. Yeah, in Cooking Fighter How, I'm pretty sure it's every time actually. Before you even do the gameplay portion of the game, it always takes this little intermission just to, for you to save and whatnot. It's kind of hilarious. Previously on Cooking Fighter How that we just saw a few seconds ago. Even though the lines are a little bit different now. No, ladle. Don't you dare hurt the ladle. That just ruffles my heart. You unhand that man and his ladle.
Oi, omae! この親父もしびれ薬を持ったな。
それがどうして要は勝ちゃいいんだよ。
料理は勝負。料理は
I think your arms are made of rubber, dude.
それが味わおるやつだ。違う。そんなものは料理じゃない。俺が本当の料理ってものを教えてやるぜ。行くぞ。いざクッキングバトル。
Alright, so this is the meat of the game. So the goal is, you're going head to head with another player, or your foe. And the idea is, whoever can, not cook the most. Well, okay, it's a combination of, how many, dishes you cook, and how good the dishes are. Actually, the easy way to cheese this is if your opponent has a dish cook and you knock them unconscious, you steal that dish for yourself. To cook a dish, when you have to knock out an animal, and you press the cook button, and you with the D-pad you rotate it around in a circle, and the better you do with that, the better the dish is. These food scattered around, you can knock them into the animal, or knock the animal into the food, and that's supposed to make the dish better that you cook out of it. That didn't work. And after all the animals are off the battlefield, it grades you on the dish, and whoever has the most points wins. But that's really it. This game is really that simple. Like I said, and this, there's a versus mode to it, so you're not just stuck doing this. Like, any character you face in the game, plus that one dude you don't even face in the game whatsoever, is playable. But that's the real meat and potatoes of the game there. Look at Hal being all smug. He's like, yeah, I did that. He's like, but my pinky. Now you must eat the dish.
お前たちが探している白い髪の女はここにはいなかった。
This is actually reminiscent of this one anime I saw way back when called Fighting Foodons. It's like Pokemon but with food. I need to watch that again because I only watched a couple episodes of it and probably get some good riffing material on a Monday or something.
手が勝手に動く。この料理を食いたくて仕方がねえ。
Now this is a little interesting thing here. When this portion comes up the game, when your opponent eats the food, they'll depending on the situation, they'll say something different. When it comes up here, right here, they'll say something different depending on what. I'm not exactly sure because of the way the game is in Japanese, and there's not that much info about Cooking Fighter How other than like a Hardcore 101, I want to say is the name of the web page. I could be wrong, more likely I am. They did a little thing on this, but what determines this, I'm not too sure if it's just a random dish you make or the best dish you have in your thing. But it is different between characters. I have noticed that in multiple playthroughs of this. But only during that one portion where it's got the yellow Japanese text going on, with the meat and food flying by in the background. And everything that, whenever that happens, you can actually, there's a gallery in this mode, or in this game, where you can go back and listen to it. So, you know, that's their way of doing multiple playthroughs of the game, is trying to get different results so that way you can have it in your gallery. That's actually, in Versus mode, that's the only way you're really going to be able to get all the characters to have dishes cooked, because the dishes you cook also has a little bio in the gallery as well, and you need to have each character have that dish cooked in order to fill out the gallery. Which I have not done. I don't know if you get any reward for doing so.
そんなことはどうでもいい。それより、俺が作った料理を奥さんに食わせてやるな。少しは体が楽になるはずだ。じゃあな。
Well, that just ruffles my ladle again.
ああ、待ってくれ。
But as I was saying before, I really think if you played Disgaea or seen any of it of Disgaea, I think you'd really see the beginnings of where the Disgaea series comes from with this game. But this is chapter 1 of Cooking Fighter How here, and much like the Disgaea games, it does this.
当たり前当たり前当たり前。
安島王の弟子を名乗る美人料理人アニス。彼女の料理に重大な欠点を見出したハオが彼女に言った言葉は、怒り狂ったアニスの必殺技がハオを襲う。次回クッキングファイターハオ第2話、この料理は辛すぎる。振り下ろす包丁にも愛を込めて。
It has a preview to the next chapter, just like Disgaea would after this. But yeah, that's chapter 1 of Cooking Fighter How, and we will see you for chapter 2, where things get spiced up.